All right, what's up? No, it's kind of awkward, starting like these these intros with this like on my screen because I can't look at myself in game. But anyways, I'll be covering receiving today, and just the basics of receiving that are usually in every single volleyball game. And this is not just limited to spiked. It can be applied to BVL, to 4.2, to VBA, whatever it may be, right? So the first section will be based off spiked itself, like the receiving. So I'll be talking about basic receiving, how much power to apply, whatever. Secondly, I'll be talking about your formations for receiving and how to cover properly, where to stand, positioning in general. And then your third section of the video will be your libero, which is a pretty short section, or how to play libero and what your job is as a libero. So yeah, I'll be covering all of that in today's video. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Although I'm not a libero, I do have a few friends that are, and they've helped me out and they've helped me learn. So if I have any clips, I'll put them in the end. And yeah, as always, enjoy the video, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. DM me on Discord, anything's fine. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Okay, so to show basic receives, right? Now you have a few types of receives. Okay, you have the ones that you get short over here, and then you have ones that you get long. So your receiving power is based on how much you charge. Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. Holy shit. Anyways, I'm gonna repeat that. So your receiving power is based on how much you charge, obviously, right? So when the serve is all the way over here, you don't want to full charge it because that just goes over and the setter can set it. So from around this range, you want to go for about 50%. Most of the time, you want to just go for 35 to 50%. So it lands on top of the setter, like this. And if you're on the outside position, you want to go for a little high power, so over here. So it lands like properly on top of it, right? Now if it's short like this, you can do that, and sometimes it goes over. That's why I use easy receive as a libero, or you could just do that, which isn't much of a problem. But I recommend easy receive because this makes it high for your setter, and allows, like, you know, the setter to have more time to set. But that's just me as a setter. But up to you. Weapons don't really matter as long as you know when and how to cover and receive, right? And obviously the basics of receiving are you need good reaction time, and you need to know where to stand. So this is just me receiving. Normally I'm at 5 foot, so my hitbox is pretty big, and it's way easier to receive. But at a taller height, this will be way harder. And although he's doing easy receives, wait. Now I'm gonna ask him to do spike serves now. DC doesn't know how to do spike serves, no way. So yeah. Now at that point you want to stand like around here, but that's your outs job, like I'll cover later on. And that's easy receive, so it drops right there. Usually want to aim for your setter, depending on where he's standing. So over there, or middle, or left, or whatever. Don't go left, that's out. But yeah, that's really all for receiving. I don't know why people really need much help with it. It's pretty self-explanatory, but that's fine. So honestly, I suggest just messing around in a PS, and based on your ping and based on your habits, you can, you know, learn how to receive properly. And even, okay, so the one thing that's coming from a setter is that when you're receiving, even if it's high, it's okay. Just don't make it short. Because when it's short, when it's like really low, like, oh my, what is this guy doing, bro? But I'll show you. So if you were to do this, that's actually a good receive. What the fuck? Wait. Oh my days. So, like, a receive like this isn't good because the setter has to come all the way here, and you cut off his options. So, mid is hard to do because it goes over. You go over here, he has to kind of adjust really quickly. And oppo is basically eliminated as a fucking, as this option, unless your setter's really, really good. So, when you do shit like this, it's not ideal if your setter's standing on the right. So, what you really want to do is try to get it, even if it's high, your setter can jump for it, at the very least. So, something like this would be fine, because he has a chance to reach it at least if it receives off. So just don't make it like not on the right side. As long as on the right, it's doable. But if you do something like this, that's not anything I can help you with. Just better aim. So that's really the basics. I'll be moving on to the formation for receives and how to play libero properly in a sec. So I'll see you in that one. All right, what's up? So Okay, I've done the intro and stuff. This is just like, I'm kind of rushing this because I don't want these people to like stay here for too long. So we have our setter here. We have our opposite here who hits on the right side. We have our libero who takes longs during serves. We have our middle blocker 1 who takes your one sec. Yeah, who takes your shorts in the middle. You have your out 1 who is taking shorts on the left side, and then you have your out 2. So usually out 2, when you're starting a rotation, they start here, so opposite to out 1. But over here, in this case, they start here because like in this game or like most of volleyball games with Roblox, you don't actually start in rotation and then move. You just start off rotation, but remember your routes properly. I'll explain a little more about that later. What is he doing? Anyways, so yeah, this guy is actually your second out, but he's standing here, so you know he's receiving with your out 1, and then your oppo standing here, but your oppo is actually in rotation here, for the sake of, you know, well, rots and proper formation, and he's receiving here, so once he receives, he can easily go spike there. Okay, so now to explain the formation in general, that's your setter. Okay, now this sort of W shape, if you can see, there's a W being formed here. So I don't know if I can. Can I show you? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a W, right? So this is used in BVL and 4.2 as well, where most of the court is covered, and the only gaps really are corners, which are usually, you know, really hard to hit with serves, and you have to be really good with it. So, anyways, I'm gonna serve now and show you how it works. So let's say I want to aim at Atlas on the left. Okay. Over there, since he stands here, it goes over him, right? So as an opposite, you want to stand somewhere in the middle, and your lib should be helping you cover shorts over here. Okay. I'm gonna serve again, and I'm gonna aim at the outside this time. Do you see how that's been received? And you have so many attacking options. So, okay, they're just playing a rally. But you saw how after they receive, your oppo has like, instead of rather than having to switch from outside position to oppo all the way, your oppo's really easy to, like, you have an easier time spiking, and you have 3 options here instantly right after you receive, and your back row stays where it's at. So that's your serve receive formation, and I'm gonna do another serve just to show you how it works. Let's say I aim at middle now. Right, so although Ice missed it, so the first one missed it, your Libero got it. So your Libero covers for basically a lot. If I can find a diagram, I will show it on screen. But the shorts over, like, when the shorts are being covered by the middle blocker, the Libero usually gets this area and a little bit of the behind from the oppo, because there's only one person on the right side. So yeah, since the setter is up here. And usually, depending on your formation you're using, so there's 4 setters, I mean there's 2 setters, which is 4-2, and then there's an opposite and a setter, so oppo setter, which is 5-1. But that's all probably going to be explained later on. But yeah, that's your basic serve receive formation. Okay, so I want to move on to how to cover properly as just like a normal player, right? So this is your setter here, and now he sets you there. So at this point in time, let's say the other team that right there, or so he out gets a set, right? So now your setter is supposed to block. So combi over here is your setter, right? So your setter blocks straights. That means he's cutting off the course for straights. So you don't have to, let's say your back row over here, you don't have to cover straights, right? So you either try to go for these crosses over here in the middle, which could be hit from like this angle, where like this. So you cover those, or you cover far left, which is usually your other out's job. So you're out 2, who's in the back row, in the rotation, which is around here, so longs, right? So now let me just move to the other side real quick. Now let's say this is your lib, okay? All right. Okay, so this is your lib, right? So now your lib usually, let's say, like I said, the out gets a set. So in this case, your out would be over here, right? Now the other team. Okay. So as I was saying, so let's say this is your out, right? So now Atlas, as your setter, will block here like this, okay? Now, let's say, now he has 3 options here. He has a really sharp cut, which should be covered by your outside. So your outside on the front row, because the outside's not blocking here, right? So the outside here will cover the deep cuts. So cuts like this that go really, really sharp like that, right? Okay, he's okay. But anyways, so those are done by your out. Your libero gets these, really, like, not that sharp, but like wide cuts. So like this. Your libero gets that, and you get the straights, and your middle, the what's it called? Your oppo, sorry, not your middle. I'm sorry. It's your oppo who takes your crosses over here because you'll be covering straights. So over here, like I said, this is your. Did he switch sides again? Am I bugging? He did switch sides because Atlas, right? But anyways, your setter gets this. You get the crosses here. Oppo doesn't have to stand over here. So those are your basic covers, and okay, so that's basically all for what I just said earlier. But now I'll be showing you how to do receives as a libero. Okay, now as a libero, what you want to do is you want to follow this line over here. You want to stay on this line because as a libero, you're supposed to take shorts, right? So what you want to do is you want to cover as much as you can. By cover, I mean, let's say there's a set. Wait, let me ask. So this is how it usually look when you cover. Let's say they missed the spike, so you get the cover here because you're so fast, right? Now, when you're on this line, all you really want to do is just watch the ball, okay? All you really want to do is watch the ball, and let's say you get blocked. So let's say your teammate gets blocked. So yeah, finally, holy shit. But yeah, we finally got a cover. So you want to do that most of the time, get the block follows, and get the set misses. If I can find a few clips, I will show you later on in the video. But that's basically all really you have to do as a libero, except when you're serving. When they're serving. So yeah, that's really all. And yeah, I don't think there's anything I left out. You don't serve as a libero, so you don't have to worry about that. When you're receiving a serve, like I said, I covered in the earlier section, where you just covered this part over here, so your longs on the middle side, and then you take a little bit of this side because you're short, and you know you're a defensive specialist, so you should be good at defense. Anyways, that's really all, and yeah. Oh my god, what a cover.
A cover.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay.